baby. I'm on a mission, baby. I'm on a mission, baby. I'm on a mission, baby. Don't force it, don't push it. You'll break it, even if you make it. Let it go. Let it go. If you need it, you get it. If you want it, you might have to steal it. Let it go. Oh, let it go. Change your ways, give it away. Change your ways, give it away. Let it go. Covet it, and you'll ruin it. Desire it, you'll destroy it. Let it go. Oh, let it go. Change your ways, give it away. Change your ways, give it away. Let it go.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ComedySportz Virtual Match. My name is Jamie, and welcome. I would like to introduce tonight's teams. Tonight, representing the blue team, we have Julie, Andy, Nye, Aaron, Yes We Kennedy, Jay, Reading Rambo, and the captain, Amy Zing Gray. And now put those hands together and help me welcome the red team, featuring recommended by most doctors, Stedman, Rookie Monster Chamberlain, Rachel Jolly Rogers, and the captain, John Fly Like an Eaglin Jr. And now, help me welcome your referee for tonight, Matt Reffo.
Hello, everyone! As I use a spooky voice, because it's spooky season and it's upon us. And it's also because it helps us remember the things that, as we move forward, we are going to be losing. And one of those things is regular weekly ComedySportz virtual matches. We're going back to live here coming up soon. Check out portlandcomedy.com for more information on that later. So, welcome everybody. My name is Matt. I'm going to be your referee this evening. I have two key jobs. My first one is to get suggestions from all of you in chat via the wonderful chat goddess Marianne. And no matter where you are, big round of applause for Marianne right there.
Aw, Matt, thank you. Yay. Hey, Matt, I got to tell you something. We have to behave ourselves. Rick Stedman's mom is watching.
What?
Rick Stedman's mom is watching.
Rick Stedman has a mom?
And she's watching you right now.
I thought he was created in a lab. Okay, well, that changes everything. So I have 3 jobs to do tonight. My first job is to get suggestions through Marianne and the wonderful chat from all of you loyal fans. If you could just start putting up different animals and different categories and everything like that. Just start putting those in chat right now. Let's just make that happen. My second job is to make sure that I don't embarrass myself in front of Rick's mom. And my third job is to call the fouls. At ComedySportz, we have 2 major fouls. The first one we have is the technical foul. The technical foul is called when anybody's microphone or camera isn't on when they should be and they have a technical error. I mean, it's been 19 months. We should have this by now. The second foul is the out-of-bounds foul. The out-of-bounds foul is called when anybody says anything too rude, crude, lewd, racist, sexist, Marxist too soon. Just anything you wouldn't want your 3-year-old to say in front of your grandmother or vice versa. If that happens, the player will have to be punished. You, as people in chat, you'll be punished as well. Marianne is quick with the ban hammer.
I don't want to use it, though.
Mm-hmm. But
so don't make me use it. I'll do it, but don't make me.
Yeah, and what's great is she's the only one who's capable of lifting it. She's the only one proven worthy of the ban hammer. No one? All right, cool. So, that being said, I'm warmed up. Because my
breath.
Thanks so much. I have a bit of a sore throat. All right, you know what? Out into the field.
Matt Russell, I love you.
You're like the Punisher.
Oh, avenge me. But big round of applause for Captain John and Captain Amy to the field. Here they come.
Hello. Hello, Marcus.
Hello. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you called me Marcus instead of Matt.
Oh, no, I didn't, Maverick.
Oh, got it. Thanks, Goose. So, what I'm going to do is this. Instead of doing a coin toss, you both were on camera with me during the pre-show, and I used 5 props. You each get a chance to guess one of the props, and the first one who is wrong, they lose it. Amy Gray, we're starting with you.
A pen.
Yes, I did use a pen. I used a Sharpie. John.
Pencil sharpener.
I did not use a pencil sharpener. No, I'm sorry. The other ones were beard comb, thermometer, banana, and a stuffed seal of approval. So, Amy, you got 1 out of 5 right, which means you win.
Okay.
So, what game do you want to play?
I want to do the fantastic Zoom game of Scattergories.
Oh, John, you don't have a choice.
I
You
accept.
I knew you would.
Yes. So let's bring all of the players onto the field. Big round of applause for everybody. So, how categories is... Oh, hey, Julie. Long time no see. What we're going to do is we're going to get different categories. They're going to say different items that fall into those categories. Every point in time, they stutter, they stumble, they hesitate, say something that's not in that category. I'm going to kick them out. And that's how it works. So, I already had you put some stuff in there in the chat. So, keep putting in more categories. Marianne, did we have anything yet from the other places?
When you asked for it earlier, Jeremiah suggested ice cream flavors.
Ooh, ice cream flavors it is. Let's go ahead and let's start with Amy.
Vanilla bean.
Brooke.
Cookie dough.
Rick.
French vanilla.
Rachel.
Pistachio.
Jay.
Americone Dream.
Aaron.
Rocky Road.
Julie.
Coffee.
John.
Balsamic and fig.
That's a good one. Amy.
Mango.
Brooke.
Chocolate chip mint.
Aaron.
Caramel Delight.
Which is also...
My nickname in college.
Aaron's nicknames in college. Let's go ahead and continue with Rick.
That really talented, attractive one.
Brooke.
The nicest girl we know.
Amy.
She went through a goth phase, and I know she was known as Scarin.
Scarin, which is also...
What you do at Halloween!
Yeah, what you do in Halloween, Julie?
Eat lots of candy.
Oh, that's right, Rick.
Trick or treat.
Too old for that, Rick. I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and kick you out. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I regret nothing.
So brave.
What's great is your mom's here, and you're the first one out. So what's going to happen now is we're going to get a new category. Marianne.
New category from Janet is colors.
Ooh, colors. Let's go ahead and let us start with one of the most talented artists I know, Amy Gray.
Blue-green.
Ooh, Brooke.
Burnt sienna.
John.
Macaroni and cheese.
Which is also...
A type of food I don't like.
Ooh, foods John doesn't like. So I'm going to let John call this one.
Aaron.
Anchovy.
Jay.
Liver and onions.
Julie.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Julie, I am sorry. I love Brussels sprouts.
He loves all little cabbages from the EU. I'm
They're
sorry,
delicious.
Julie, you're out. So, but big round of applause for the wonderful Julie Nye, making her appearance with the team here for the first time. We love Julie. All right.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Can I get another category, please?
Absolutely. This one, ironically, from BLT, they suggested sandwich toppings.
Oh. All right. Sandwich toppings. Let's go ahead and start with Brooke.
Tomato.
Aaron.
Peanut butter.
Rachel.
Lettuce.
Jay.
Those little swords that keep the sandwich together.
Which are also...
Fun things to pretend to be a pirate with.
All right. Fun things to pretend to be a pirate with. John.
A peg leg.
All right. Aaron.
Bib napkin.
Amy.
A completely unbent wire hanger.
Rachel.
A little pet bird.
Which is also...
Something my mom wouldn't let me have in the house.
Okay. Rachel, since this is about your house and your upbringing, you're going to call this round. Go ahead.
Okay. Jay.
A pachyderm.
Right. Brooke.
Snakes.
Uh-huh. John.
A pony.
Uh-huh. Aaron.
Lice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Amy.
A rave.
She was okay with that.
Yeah, she was. That's what's weird. All right, see you, Amy. That's why she went by Raving Rachel back in the day. So
I want to party with Rachel's mom.
Well, Rachel's mom isn't here, but Rick's mom is. Hi, Rick's mom.
You ready for a new topic there, Matt?
Oh, I had a controversial call. Yeah, what's another one?
Alrighty, from loyal fan Steve in Australia, he has suggested Australian animals.
Okay, Australian animals, and I apologize to the delightful Ms. Rogers. It's a pleasure to have you here. So, Australian animals, starting with the party animal themselves, Rachel.
Possum.
Aaron.
It's Steve Irwin's pet mole.
Oh, that's true. Yes, which is also the name of
my facial feature.
Facial features on
Steve
Aaron.
Irwin's pet mole.
Aaron's facial features. Jay.
Carefully sculpted eyebrows.
John.
Eyeliner on fleek.
Mm-hmm. Brooke.
Cheekbones at the ever ready.
Rachel.
Teeth.
Yeah, that's true. Aaron.
Clogged pores mostly in this area right here. Just a little bit of dryness in my T-zone.
A little bit of dryness in my T-zone sounds like the name of a made-up British sitcom.
It is.
So we're going to continue on with that. Made-up British sitcom names.
With me? The stories above.
Brooke. Sorry, Brooke. That's a hesitation for made-up British sitcoms.
My cat just jumped up into my closet and tore something down.
And actually,
I'm out.
Actually is a British sitcom.
The actual one, it's not made
That's
up.
helping red.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it actually won 3 BAFTAs.
It's true.
Anyway, next topic we've got from Nathan is sports teams.
Oh, yeah.
I think Matt may have frozen up.
I think Patrick Short needs to hop in and ref.
Patrick Short's taking over, so it's sports teams. Aaron's excited. Aaron.
Seahawks.
John.
The Seattle Supersonics.
I'm going to allow you that for historical purposes only. Rachel?
The Seattle Sounders.
Oh, good one. Except we hate them, but it is true. Jay?
Washington Huskies.
Okay. Could we please switch this to teams outside of the state?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Rachel?
Detroit Lions.
Another fine choice. Aaron?
New York Jets.
Okay. We're asking for actual successful sports teams.
You never said successful. You said ones that exist
No, you're right,
out of
you're
our
right.
own state.
You are right, so we're going to let that one go. Marianne, I need a new, less controversial topic, please.
All right. Well, we are going to take, let's take Disney movies.
All right, Matt, back to you for Disney movies.
Excellent. Pinocchio.
Aaron?
Oh, I'm reffing. Okay. Sorry about that. I think Brooke's cat jumped into the closet and then tore out my internet as well.
Sorry.
It's okay. Gandalf, what you gonna do? So Disney movies. Jay.
The Fox and the Hound.
Ron.
The Lion King.
Aaron.
Moana.
Rachel.
Cinderella.
Which is also. I don't think bum 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 is a thing. I'm sorry, Rachel, you're gone.
You don't know.
Stop helping red.
Can I get another category from Marianne?
Yes, you can. We're going to go with pasta varieties.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and let's start with Rick.
Penne.
Jay.
Orzo.
John.
Macaroni.
Aaron.
Farfalle.
Aaron.
Ziti.
Which is also
my cousin in Jersey.
Your cousin's in Jersey. Let's go to Rick.
Parents.
John.
Tony.
Jay.
Not Tony, the other Tony.
John.
The other Tony.
Aaron.
Jamie Bag of Donuts.
Which is also Rick.
Something that you would call someone if you thought that they should eat more fresh fruits.
Well, Jimmy Bag of Donuts, you're out. Sorry. See you later, Rick. Let's go ahead. Let's get one more category.
He invited his mom.
You need another category. This one from Kristen, scary things.
Ooh, scary things. And I'll be the judge of that. Jay.
Tax audit.
Ah! John.
Eyeliner.
No, I'm sorry. Aaron's making it work. I'm sorry, John. You out. And that's going to be good. And that's 5 big points for the team in blue. Big round of applause.
Yay!
What does that make our score there?
With those 5 big points, the blue team takes the lead 5-0. Here's an elephant fun fact. Elephants can't jump.
Not with that attitude. All right. Speaking of attitude, let's bring up the person with the biggest attitude I know. Amazing Gray. Big round of applause for Captain Amy.
Hey.
So, Amy Gray, what are you going to play?
Well, I think we're going to play a foreign movie.
All right. Go ahead and get yourselves ready.
Okay.
For the game of foreign movie, let's go ahead and put some titles of films that don't exist into the chat. While I explain the rest. 2 players are going to be doing a scene in the made-up language of gibberish. Comes from the land of gibber, and they'll be doing the movie based on that, and the other people will be dubbing them. So it's like watching Squid Game, only not as scary. Let's go ahead and Marianne, is it okay if you go ahead and pick one for me?
We're actually going to take 2 words, the first 2 suggestions we got, and we're going to call the film Milkweed and Maud. You're welcome.
For the foreign film of Milkweed and Maud. Here we go. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Maud, how goes the butterfly farm?
Snavlara, smatlinga, från Isna. Isna.
I love that you know that the only thing that I really do care about when it comes to butterflies are not the butterflies themselves, but just what they eat.
Ufa!
Of course.
Snavla, Igbra, Morgrana.
You're not going to believe it. I've actually cultivated what appears to be a new species of milkweed, specifically designed for humans, such as you and definitely me.
Double bum?
Took a picture. before
Shall I try it?
And everybody started using it.
Yes.
I believe you should, human, which I definitely am too. And so I'll just go ahead and I'll definitely take a sip and a bite right now too, because I too am definitely a human. Okay.
Odi? Kostaba la kachunta vai raya but stempo to get you for the one.
Maud, I couldn't help but notice a little bit of wing action from behind your skirt.
These old things. I'm one of the new Victoria's Secret models. It's just a side gig, for me, the very, very naturally human, beautiful model. Yes. Did you eat it? Eat your milkweed.
That's time. Big round of applause. We also had a bit of a guest spot there from Rick Stedman explaining a bit. But let's go ahead. Let's bring Captain John onto the field. Hey, what's up, John?
Hey. Whoa. Hey, what's up, Merlin?
Yep. You're going to get it someday.
All right.
It's Maverick.
Got it.
And I call you Goose because of our Top Gun forum.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pat's Iceman. Let's go ahead. What game are you going to choose to play?
We are going to play the game of Shopping Spree.
Oh, who's going to be sent out into the waiting room?
You know what? Because they haven't got the Zoom thing down yet, I think we're going to send Rick out into the waiting room. We're gonna send Rick out. Can somebody? Thank you.
Is it just me, or does Rick look like he's going to be interrupted on BBC by a child walking into the room? All right, everybody. So, for the game of Shopping Spree, what's going to happen is we need to get some items. So go ahead and put 3 random nouns into the chat, and also 3 random adjectives. And then through the power of inference, they are going to get across what they're trying to buy from the store. Let's go ahead to Marianne. Do we have any that you would like?
We're still waiting for a couple of adjectives here. I've got the nouns. I need 2 more adjectives from my people.
Did I use the word inference wrong?
You're the rep.
That's right.
Ref is always correct.
All right, I've got our items. I'm going to toss them into the chat, but I will also say them out loud. We have restful roller skates, rainbow cheese, and that should be slippery fanny pack. I will fix that and repost it. But those are our 3 items.
And may I say, we are going to go in order of Brooke, Rachel, and then I.
Oh, excellent. And also letting you all know, Rick in the waiting room can't hear anything we're saying right now. So, Miss Rick's mom, if you have any secrets you want to say in chat, you could do it right now, because we're going to bring him in like 10 seconds.
And he also cannot see what's happening in chat either.
Correct. Once he comes back, his chat will be reset. If you don't believe me, well, I'm not a liar. All right, so let's go ahead and bring back Rick with a big round of virtual applause.
Here he comes.
Woo!
Well, hey there. Hey there, sport. So you're going to be playing a game. You have 3 minutes. They are going to be trying to get you to guess the item and then also the adjective to describe it. So without further ado, 3 minutes on my timer. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Welcome to Literally Everything. We've got literally everything. What can I get for you?
Hey. Sorry. I'm a little slacking on some sleep. I'm looking to get something to get me going.
Right. Would you like some coffee?
Oh, I've already had 5 cups of coffee.
That's not healthy.
I want to find something that will get me from here to there.
From here to there.
Yeah.
Time for dentist left. 2:30.
Something with 4 wheels, but
like a car.
No, that I can maybe put on my feet.
Oh, like a roller skate, like roller.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. not an average roller skate. I really need a nice.
Would you like them caffeinated?
No, something that's gonna have the opposite effect. What I really need is
like a sedative roller skate, like a tranquilizer roller skate.
Yeah, it's gonna give me peace, and why don't I go take a look around and see if I can find it? I'll be back.
Okay, not serene roller skates then. All right,
2 minutes left.
How you
I'm
doing?
back and hi, hey, good. What can I get you?
Well, I've got a lot of people coming over for the Packers game.
So you want some cheese?
You know it. Yes, I do want some.
Okay.
But that stuff looks a little monochromatic.
You want some Technicolor cheese?
Whoa. I mean, kind of, but
You want
it's a little wild.
You want some blue cheese? Because I've got blue cheese.
No, absolutely. No. It has maybe a few colors.
Like polka dot cheese? I mean, you're going to need to be more specific because I have everything.
Minute and a half left.
I'll take everything, all in one.
What's that?
The full spectrum.
Oh, okay. Prismatic cheese?
Well, that's pretty close.
Pride cheese?
What was that?
Pride cheese?
I mean, yes.
So rainbow cheese?
Yes.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Yeah, enjoy. Hi, where can I get you?
Hi. Yes, I'm looking for, an old school holding device.
Like a prison? A pretty old school dungeon,
This is true. You don't wear this one on your back. You wear this one on your front.
Like a baby Bjorn.
Kind of, but it's lower and yeah, that's what they're called.
30 seconds.
But I need one. I really don't need to grip it much. It can just slide around loosey goosey. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Lubricated fanny pack?
Well, I mean, sure, but like if it's lubricated, then it's what's another word?
Free flowing, just a free flowing fanny pack.
Yeah, but it may fall. It may fall.
Yeah,
so,
just a loose fanny pack.
Yeah, but,
that's time. I'm sorry. Oh, geez, so many great improv team names came from that. Loose fanny pack. Yes, and to those who are watching us overseas and across the Atlantic, we apologize. We do know what what fanny pack means there too. But it's now time to vote whether you prefer the blue team or the red team. And while you're voting, I'd like to tell you about classes. Classes are coming up. Check them out. PortlandComedy.com. Learn how to entertain people, how to be a better public speaker, have a lifelong skill. Everybody you see up here started off by taking classes, and we'd love to have you there. And as we're moving back in person, we look forward to seeing you. So check it out, PortlandComedy.com. Pretty sure Marianne's going to put it in the chat.
I already did.
Okay. It looks like with a score of 10-2, 83% of the votes went to red team, so that's 10 points for the red team, 2 points for the blue team. What does that make our score, Jamie?
Well, with that score, the red team takes the lead 10-7. Here's another elephant fun fact. Elephants are afraid of bees.
Everybody's afraid of bees.
She's not wrong.
Is that the mascot from Sacramento State University?
It could be.
Okay. Go Hornets. Okay, so so we're going to be going into a head-to-head round. In the head-to-head round, I get to pick the games. And I would like to play a game fully head-to-head and play the game of 4 rooms. So for the game of 4 rooms, I'm going to need to get 4 very distinct locations. Go ahead and put some locations in the chat now. And while you're doing that, it's time for Erin tells us about the weather and where she is. Erin, the weather.
Hi there. Back to me. So here in Minneapolis, it is a balmy 68 degrees. I do say balmy because it is humid, humid. She can feel the sweat all in her pores, and her hair that was once straight and curly is beginning to frizz wildly. Thank you so much. Back to you, Matt.
All right, we'll come back to you. We got weather on the nines. So let's go ahead and Marianne, let's bring up our first pair of people. All right, we've got Captain's Challenge. Where are they at?
All right, we're going to go with a laundromat for these two.
You're in a laundromat. Let's go ahead and bring up our second pair.
These two are going to be in an M&M factory.
Oh, let's go ahead.
How about a distant planet?
Oh, distant planet. Excellent. And lastly?
We're going to go with a walk-in freezer.
All right. So what's going to happen is they're each going to be doing a scene, but anytime I want, I can call switch, and the last line of the scene has to become the first line of the next scene. So let's go ahead, and something I heard earlier that I really like was, I really like the term excellent report from Pat Short. So that's going to be the first line of the whole game is excellent report. Players, are you ready for the game of four corners, 4 rooms, something with 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Begin.
Well, excellent report.
Thanks.
It looks like you're all up to compliance around here.
Yeah. I've been working really hard trying to keep it clean, keep enough change in the drawer.
I'm noticing a lot of water on the floors.
Yeah.
Switch. I'm noticing a lot of water on the floors.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of water on the floors, and I'm getting a little worried about some of the machines maybe not working correctly.
No, I'm really sorry about that, boss. I just, it's actually drool because I really want to taste this product, man. I really, I got to be around these M&Ms all day, and you won't let me eat a single one.
The M&Ms are for the customers, Jay.
But they look so good, and they smell.
Tell you what, you can have the next one that comes down the line. Go ahead and enjoy it.
Tell
your friends how much you enjoy it.
Okay. Here comes. That's limerific.
Switch. That's limerific.
That's limerific.
Let me tell you, dear, yes it is. Not only is it fulfilling your limerific fantasies, you see, it is also doing the job of what food once did for us.
Tell me everything.
Yes, glad you asked. Yes, see, on this planet, women are superior. And here's the best part. All we have to do is enjoy just this one morsel, and we never have to make food ever again.
And also, can I stay at your house?
Switch.
And also, can I stay at your house once we break out of this?
Yeah, Steve, I meant to tell you, this is the best way. So if you want to stay at my house and really learn how to envision the cold, yeah, absolutely. We can continue this later.
Great. Because I feel like I'm envisioning the cold, Linda. Like I can feel it on my eyeballs.
Yeah, I can feel it on my eyeballs. Switch.
Woo! Yeah, I could feel it on my eyeballs.
Switch. I can feel it on my eyeballs.
Oh, I can feel it on my eyeball.
Switch.
I can feel it on my eyeballs. This is going well.
Me too. Do I have to wear this?
No, that was for me.
This is so embarrassing.
Everything's embarrassing if that's the word that you use to describe it.
Switch. Everything is embarrassing if that's the word you choose to describe it.
Yeah. I mean, everything's embarrassing if that's the word you're going to use to describe it.
Well, I mean, I would describe this as embarrassing because we're in a walk-in freezer and I don't have pants.
Yeah, but how are you going to get ready for the Winter Olympics if we don't practice?
No, you've got a valid point, Linda. You really do.
Yeah, so let's do some jumping jacks or just like some kind of movement so we don't die.
Let's do some kind of movement so we don't die. Switch.
Let's do some kind of movement so that we don't die.
Right. The electricity hates movement.
That's time. Big round of applause. All right. Yes. Well, it is 9 after, which means it's time for Traffic on the Nines with Rick Stedman. Rick.
Oh, hey, there we go. Wow. The traffic on my laptop is pretty all-consuming. We've got just inept fingertips all over the place. Some of them mine. Also coming through like the 405, but differently, is my cat. He would like you all to know that he resents you. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you so much. Your cat sounds a lot like my dad. He resents me.
That's
now it's time to vote. So while you're voting, just wanted to let you know that ComedySportz, we are available for private events and private shows. You want training, you want public speakers, you want us to team building, you want us to do a show for entertainment, you want to send one of us out there to pretend to be a whale expert just to fool your crew, we'll do it. More information about all of our private shows could be found at portlandcomedy.com. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, check it out.
I know a lot about humpbacks.
Mm-hmm. All right.
This is a whale.
All right. So that makes the blue team 7 points, red team with 4 points. What does that make our score, Jamie?
Well, with that score, the score is now 17 red, blue 11. And here's another elephant fun fact. Elephants have not been to the moon.
This is so educational.
Right?
They should try it. There's no bees there.
Also, that one looks like it was in an extra in Zero Dark 30. So let's go ahead. So the winner of that round. So let's go ahead and recap the score as we bring both captains back onto the field. All right, score 17-11. Yeah, hi.
Hello, Mauricio.
I'm just on the last dryer load.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. Speaking of which, since you're on the last dry load, do you want to pass and let red team play the first game?
Yeah, totally.
All right, cool.
Then I can fold. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Fluff and fold. That's my favorite part. All right, so John, what are you going to choose to play?
Well, Matthias, we would like to play Movie Critic.
Okay, so Movie Critic, go ahead and get yourselves ready. Marianne, if you could pick a couple movie titles, that would be great. You gave us a bunch of great movie titles earlier, and we're going to play with them even more. What's going to happen is 2 players of the red team are going to be movie critics who are describing a film for you that the other 2 players will be acting out. So, Marianne, what is that first movie we have?
The first movie title is My Favorite Goat.
Okay, so here we go. My Favorite Goat. Let's go ahead and players, are you ready for Movie Critic?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Well, welcome back to Reel of a Good Time. So, Brenda, let's talk about our movie.
Let's talk about it, Steven. Why don't you introduce it for everyone?
Yeah, the name of the movie, it's slipping me right now.
My favorite goat?
Oh, my favorite goat. We've seen so many. Yes, my favorite goat. It was riveting. It really was.
What I thought was so interesting is how they used an elderly woman to play the goat.
Yes, they were kind of how can I say adventurous in the way they portrayed the goat's naughty nature.
Yeah, it was a little ahead of its time, wouldn't you say?
Yes, you wouldn't think this was a murder movie, but my favorite goat sure was my favorite.
Yeah, I really like that introductory scene, in fact.
Yes. It's the introductory scene was that scene at the petting zoo. You recall? Yes, it was at the petting zoo, and it really kind of fools you because you think that we're going into something short and sweet, and oh, Grandma's got another thing coming.
Yeah, let's cue that up.
Let's cue it up.
Well, Eleanor, you're my favorite goat.
Hell.
Hey, did you just hear a gunshot?
I'm not sure.
There it was again.
Well, back in my day, I used to be a detective.
Boy, there is more to you than meets the eye, Eleanor.
We just have to follow the smell of the powder.
Oh, well, good thing that you've got a highly developed sense of smell.
Yes, I do. Let me warm up my nose. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know where it was going to take us.
I know, and it's interesting. It's a little misleading, the gunshots at the beginning, since so many of the murders take place with other household items.
Yes, and they usually don't take place right next to petting zoos, but that's beside the point. Yes, the murders. Now, there was a series of them. I believe we had a serial killer in the middle of the movie here.
That's correct, Stephen. There is a murder at the middle of the movie, and I find that just a classic place to put something scary.
Yes, it kind of surprised me that the serial killers, the tool that they used, it was unconventional. We hear the gunshot, but the gunshot, it was also met with another tool. What was the other tool that the other person used? What was?
Now here's an idea. Let's not spoil it too much.
Yes. Let's not spoil it. There was another tool that they used, but I can't recall. Let's play the scene. Maybe it'll jog our memory.
Yes.
I'm sorry to tell you, I've come here to murder you.
How dare you?
Well, I don't like goats. They're not my favorite. And
You are bad.
I am.
That's time. Oh, wow. I love all goats. Also, Rick, I really like your jazz cover band. It's really nice. Yeah. So let's go ahead and bring up Amy. Amy, are you done with your fluff and fold?
Yep, everything's okay.
Perfect. What game are we going to choose to play?
We're gonna play the fabulous game of New Choice.
Excellent. Get your team ready. For the game of New Choice, if I could get a suggestion of a common household appliance that you would probably use to mask a gunshot. As we learned in the last scene. And so, Marianne, when you get one of those, let me know.
Absolutely. Greg has suggested blender. He was pretty quick on the keyboard there.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Greg. And also, we want to give a shout out to Laura for the wonderful suggestion of my favorite goat. Thank you so much. We forgot to acknowledge it, but we picked it up at the end. So that's all that matters. Let's go ahead again. And players, are you ready for the game of New Choice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I would explain it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's begin!
Carl, I tell you, this is a blow. I mean, just selling all the dogs and you want to move away? You want to sell the house too? Carl, what's happening?
Yeah, see, what I was thinking was, I'm going to start my new blender business, and I'm going to need the cash from the dogs, and to move out.
But the Iditarod's coming up next month.
New Choice, Amy.
But those dogs were raised by me and you by hand.
New Choice, Amy.
But those dogs all could talk.
Yeah, and boy, did I hear it from them. I had it up to here. But I'm going to start out with this new blender, and if you like, you can join me in the ads.
Well, what's so special about the blender, Carl?
That's exactly the line that you would say.
And I'm good.
Yes. So, what's great about this blender is it blends submersively, immersively, and supramersively.
New choices. Truly.
The great thing about this blender is it blends east, west, north, south.
New choice, Julie.
The great thing about this blender is you can do whatever you want with it.
Anything?
Yeah, anything.
I'm gonna power the boat. Give me one of your blenders. I'm gonna go out there and test your theory. I'm gonna power a boat with that blender.
Yeah, you go.
New way to play with the tape measure, Jay. New way with the tape measure, Jay.
Yeah, I've been scoping it out. I think this is the property we want.
Yeah. You right.
I think we'll be able to, put all the spy cameras and all that stuff, and we'll be able to steal the trade secrets.
New phone prop, Aaron. New phone prop.
So,
original phone prop.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. Just wondering if you think those measurements are gonna fit our little panini operation we got going on.
Well, I'm not
New
sure.
Music Stig, Pat Short.
I'm not sure if the counters are level. I'm a little worried about the panini presses sliding. You know what I mean?
We can't have no slides. We can't have no slides, Jimmy.
Safety
Listen to me right now. Jimmy, you gotta do 3 things for me. First, you gotta find the keys to that building. Second, you gotta get them doctored so that nobody else can get into the building but the people with the cool keys, and we only have the cool keys. And then third of all, the next thing you gotta do is you gotta buy a bunch of George Foreman grills because they're a lot cheaper than the panini presses that I saw at the kitchen store.
I'm going to be about tapped out of petty cash because I had to pay for the dogs.
Let me tell you something else. No cash is ever petty.
I said new choice, Jay.
Well, all right. I'll get on those 3 things.
Repeat them to me. Repeat them to me.
All right. There was buying and getting the keys. I got to get the keys.
I'm doing it myself. Forget it.
New choice, Aaron.
At the shore.
Oh, new scene at the shore.
At the shore. Carl, it worked. It's amazing.
Yeah, I told you, Patsy. I told you this is going to be our future.
I think I hit a sea lion.
New choice, Amy.
I think I hit a narwhal.
New choice, Amy.
I think I hit a seagull.
No, it was just me. I apologize. I was wearing a new coat.
And that's time. Big round of applause for the classic piece known as the blender scene.
And this is a whale.
All right, so we saw both teams play that game, and it's time once more for a voting. And this voting update is going to be brought to you by the wonderful, one and only chat goddess Marianne. Anything like that I should be talking about?
Hey, Matt, did you know we're going to do a Q&A after this match?
What?
Oh, we're going to do a Q&A after this match. So if our fans want to stick around and ask some questions in chat, we'll answer them.
Oh, you said Q&A, and my microphone went out, and I thought you said we're going to be doing a QAnon, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
No, well, I mean, we don't talk about that.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
no, we're
right.
not going to even go there. No, thank you.
Yeah, I got really confused.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and see what that score is. Schrodinger's score, so nobody gets any points.
Oh.
There's no change anyways. Miss Schrodinger's score, because they're both losers and they're both winners at the same time. And that brings me up to our final.
Well, the score is 17-11, and I have an elephant fun fact for you. Elephants do not know how to use a blender, and they're best friends with goats.
I could tell. All right, so let's just so for the game. Jeez, before we go to the final game, let's thank our announcers.
So the weather in Minneapolis.
We prefer St. Paul at this point, Aaron. We got a few people we'd like to take out, and we'd like to give out a big shout out to our wonderful announcer, Jamie LaFull Montgomery. Big round of applause. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause to chat goddess Marianne. The accompanist with the mostest, Pat Short.
Yeah!
And probably two of my favorite people in the world, Amy Milstein and Ruth Jenkins.
Yeah!
Yay!
Bethany Garner is just an attendee and not a panelist, so she's not allowed in. All right. So for the final game, we're going to be playing a game called When I Grow Up. A lot of people right now are restarting school and are thinking about their college majors and what they want to be when they grow up. And so all of our players are going to be children telling you what they want to be when they grow up and deliver it with a pun or a punchline. For example, if it was, when I grow up, I want to be a cow because there's no other choice for me. That's how it works. Anytime Pat thinks it's worthy of a bell, they will ring one. And anytime Pat does not believe it's worthy of a bell, he'll blow the duck call. So, let's go ahead and bring all of our players onto the field and start getting your suggestions in chat. All right. So, Marianne, what is that first? Okay. That's just an elephant now. So, Marianne, what's that first choice?
Our first suggestion is street sweeper.
When I grow up, I want to be a street sweeper. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be a street sweeper and a Rhodes Scholar.
When I grow up, I want to be a street sweeper because lawyers are trash.
When I grow up, I want to be a street sweeper because then I can also be a really adoring fan of Meryl and be a sweet streeper.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a street sweeper because I've really been brushing up on my driving.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a street sweeper because my dad's always yelling at me, curb that noise.
All right, let's get another suggestion. Marianne.
You got it. Let's take mermaid.
Mermaid. When I grow up, I want to be a mermaid. And that's true.
When I grow up, I want to be a mermaid because I've been learning my scales.
When I grow up, it's okay. You can go next. When I grow up, I want to be a mermaid because whenever I'm at school, people tell me that I'm just a fish out of water.
My turn. Yeah, thanks. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a mermaid because my dad said I should get aerial job.
Excuse me, please. I think it's very important that you know that when I grow up, I wish to be a mermaid. And I wish to be a mermaid because, well, I need to let these shells off my chest.
When I grow up, I want to be a mermaid because my family is all centaurs and I'm just looking for a change.
When I grow up, I want to be a mermaid and I'm going to change my name to Marine.
But when I grow up, I want to be a mermaid because in the kitchen, my mom already has a drawer full of brushes.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Let's get a new suggestion.
Aww. Well, I feel like we have to take this one. It's elephant.
Let's discuss the elephant in the room.
Excuse me. I think it's important that you know that when I grow up, I wanna be an elephant. Because I just want you to know that I'm never gonna forget you.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be an elephant because my mom's is always saying, "Tuss, tuss, tuss, what are you gonna be?"
When I grow up, I'm gonna be an elephant because I'm afraid of bees.
And that's time.
But I wanted to tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You never get to grow up to be anything now, Jay. Sorry, that's how it works, John. But big round of applause for everybody. Jamie and Pat are tying up that final score. And I really think that we packed a term of elephants into this show match.
No. Excuse me? I don't get it.
All right, Blue Team just got another bonus point for that. Let's go ahead and let's once again thank our wonderful tech crew. Thank you all for coming out and enjoying with us. All of our guest players. We have Rick Stedman from Law. We have Aaron from Twin Cities. Is that how you pronounce it? Twin Cities?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we have Julie Candy Nye, who is now a player in Portland. She's from Portland to Portland again. Okay. So, what does that make our final score?
Oh, thank you for all that. I appreciate that. Hey! Today's final score is brought to you by the Elephant Referee. I would like to give a big hello to Bethany and BLT and Greg and Janet and Laura. All you people out there in chat. I can't say them all. It's so many people out there. But by the final score, and all of our guests, thank you. We love you. Thank you. You guys were awesome. But by the final score.
Excuse me, Jamie. Yeah. Excuse me, Jamie.
Yes.
I think you're wonderful.
Thank you. I think you're wonderful too. By the final score of 24-19, the winners are the Red Team.
Excuse me, Jamie.
Yes.
I take it back.
Red Team wins.
This was brought to you tonight by Hook E. Monster Chamberlain, Julie Candy Nye. Oh, now I get it. Hey, Reading Rambo, Rachel Jolly Rogers, Aaron, yes, sweet Kennedy, you're still my favorites. Rick, created in the lab, Stedman. ABC Hooray! And the winning captain, John, fly like an eaglin. And your referee tonight, Matt Reffel. I would like to give a big shout out to Rick Spahn tonight. Hi, Rick Spahn. You look fantastic tonight. Yes.
He has spy cameras.
We're doing a Q&A session, so please stay on. I would like to turn it over to Matt Reffel. Have a fantastic night. And
All right.
Short.
So for the Q&A, we are going to turn it over to one of my favorite people in the whole world, and they couldn't be here tonight, so we're going to put Short instead. So.
Thank you very much, Matt. Hey, everybody, come on back on screen. Thank you so much, and thanks to the fans for hanging out. This is an opportunity for you to ask us stuff. We haven't had a Q&A now for many months. We did it a lot in the early days of the Zoom time, but we wanted to sort of close the Zoom time with a Q&A, find out if anybody has any questions, any concerns, anything we can help with. And also to let you know, if you're in the Portland area, we will be opening live next Saturday, 7 p.m. show, October 16th, with a special 4-team tournament format. It's going to be awesome. We can't wait. Our last live show was March 7th, 2020, so it's been a bit of time. You know, we thought we'd be taking a month off at that point. So, but now we're back. And the Zoom time's been great because we've been able to play with guests like we are tonight from all across the country, and that's amazing.
At no additional cost.
Yeah, cool. Marianne, what you got?
Well, Patrick, I'm going to start off with a concerning question from both Jeremiah and BLT. They want to know, are we going to occasionally do live shows over Zoom from time to time? Because they would really love to continue that from time to time.
I'll take this one. There's two sort of answers to that. The first is that we may still do shows like this from our homes in Zoom periodically, and there is some talk about forming a virtual team to do shows every once in a while. I'm not sure what the time frame of that will be, but there you are. And the second thing is that we are planning, and once we get open and things are sort of steady, we do have a budget set aside to put in a 3-camera system. We have the switcher, we have some other things, and we may send that out to Zoom and Facebook and YouTube from our arena. And it probably won't be every single show, but we'll send an email every week letting you know when we'll do it. So those are the answers. I don't know when those will happen, but they will happen, probably.
Now, Pat, I do have a question, because I forgot to bring it up during the match. How are they able to still financially support us during this time?
This is really good, because we're going to be spending a lot of money on cameras and things. So if you want to shoot us some dough via Venmo or PayPal, that's awesome. Our Portland team players get paid for shows, and they have been all through this. And that's due to fans supporting us, which is great. Also, I mean, we earn some money some other ways, but...
You're supposed to get paid for this?
Yeah, so there you go. Cool.
I'll take the next question.
Okay. Amy would like to answer the next question. I'm curious as to what it is. What's the question, Marianne?
Is Marianne going to...
Jamie, are you reading Bethany's question, or are you reading what I was going to say?
Bethany's question.
Okay, go ahead and answer Bethany's question then.
Will we have to wear pants when we do matches in person? Asking for a friend.
I would like to weigh in and say, please wear pants.
Yes.
Please. I'm in charge of the audience at these things.
We do have uniform standards. That's.
I have a great
Tesla is here waving to us from Rick's screen. Hi, Tesla.
Hi, Tesla.
Tesla does not have to wear pants.
No. Probably not.
He's got fuzzy pants.
All right, I've got another really good question that's for everyone.
Right.
This one is from Janet. She wants to know from each of you, what is your favorite game specifically to play on Zoom?
Oh, cool. Why don't we just go around and if we can, I'll just call on people. So let's go to our guests first. Julie, what's your favorite Zoom game?
There are so many, but there are things that work on Zoom better than live in some ways. So I'm off the top of my head, I'm going to say genre replay because you can really kind of feel like you're in the movie and create the background that's that type of movie.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Also, there's a visit here from Gandalf in Brooks' screen. Hi, Gandalf. Cool. Rick and Tesla, what's your favorite Zoom game?
Tesla's favorite Zoom game is Dinner Time. He always wins. My favorite Zoom game is also probably my favorite in-person game, which is also genre replay, or really any replay. I like replay as a game, and I think it works really well both on stage and on screen. So, yeah.
I got the right answer.
Cool. Aaron?
I also like dinner, and I really enjoy playing 3 rooms or 4 rooms, specifically because most of the time when I'm doing these shows, I'm guesting, and I'm so excited to get to play with as many other Comedy Sports players as I can. So it gives me this opportunity to not only play on the team with which I have been assigned, but I get to play with some other dummy on the other team.
That was
The ding dang best, man.
Awesome. Let's go to Amy Gray.
Well, my favorite game for Zoom. No, come on. It's probably Dub Club, which we don't do in person.
Oh. Right. And for those who haven't seen it, we run a movie in somebody's background and people dub the movie. And, it's fun. Super fun. Rachel Rogers.
Okay, I don't even know the name of it, but we can use a whiteboard on Zoom and we can draw and do all sorts of things on it. It's like a meditation thing, and it's just that's something we can't do in person. So.
Misguided meditation.
Yeah, it's also the most restful comedy sports game ever. Mm-hmm. And it's very different. It's super fun. Cool. Jamie.
Oh, my favorite game to play on the Zooms is probably YouTube. Because we don't get to play that in person.
Yeah, we might have to try to figure something out. Yeah, but it's a great game for people playing strong characters. Awesome. Brooke?
Yeah, any really strong character game like YouTube or Advice Panel, the dating game is good. I also like playing an object type of game like Infomercial or Object Tag, and finding all the things that people keep in their house right next to their computer and having to use them has been fun too. Yeah.
John?
Well, my boo-boos, my favorite game to play on Zoom would be Category.
Wonder why that is.
Not to be confused with Categories.
No. Jay?
Similar to Jamie with the YouTube, I think like Newscaster or things where we've been able to use the Zoom technology of like changing our background so we can be in different places and things like that we it's a little tougher to do. We can't draw pictures and stick them behind our heads in the arena.
Matt?
For me, I'm just Amy Gray and I have talked about this at length, is utilizing the Zoom technology and utilizing this as a new form of stage as opposed to having costumes and everything like that. Just the way I like all of the games that we've created, so I guess I'm going to say Game-O-Matic is probably my favorite game that we've had so far. That and Fiona's House is a very ridiculous fun game. So.
Tell us about Fiona's House.
Well, Fiona plays the child host of a kids show, and all of the people are different objects that she interacts with through her house. It's a hit with the children's classes.
Yeah, it was invented during a camp, and Fiona was Matt's assistant. Mm-hmm. So, at the time, Fiona lived in my house. So,
and at the time, I lived in Maine.
Canada. Cool. For me, lots of things. I totally agree with Newscaster and YouTube, anything with characters and the genre stuff. Everything everybody said, I'm like, yeah, it's great on Zoom. The other thing is I want to shout out to everybody who worked hard to make music work on Zoom, because at first we're all like, oh, we can't sing because of the lag, and we finally just decided to ignore it and do it, and it's cool. It's super, super fun. Nathan in chat is saying teleprompter musical is great, and that's one of the things where we use the whiteboard. People would randomly type lyrics, and you had to also sing their typos. And I'm not sure how that would work live, but it sure worked on here. So that's cool. Marianne, what else do we have?
Well, Greg has a backgrounds question. Greg wants to know how you were able to have laundromat and walk-in freezer backgrounds so quickly.
Ooh.
Google.
Google, yeah. So a lot of us on our setups will have the Zoom screen open on half of their screen and have a browser open on the other half. And that way we can very quickly type in something into Google. And after doing this for over a year and a half, you become very quick at right-clicking, save to location, and being able to pull that right up.
Yep. And everybody's demonstrating that right now. Also, we do have a Dropbox folder with probably 200 backgrounds in it. And some people use that as well.
Just Jamie was rubbing that
everybody's flipping back and forth. The other favorite thing to do, which you may have noticed, is to take screenshots while people are in their square and make that your background. Sometimes piling a number of people up as you go. So super fun. Great, Matt. Do we have any other questions?
We do. Jeremiah wants to know how you choose the ref each week.
Oh, that's a secret.
Pat and I flip a coin, and
well, for our group, and it might be different in different CSCs. And it definitely is a blood battle. Thank you, Ruth. I do the scheduling, and we move it between people who A, have demonstrated the ability to ref, and B, want to do it. There's some people who would be good at it who don't really want to do it. It's a very different job than playing. Anybody else want to speak to that?
Correct.
Yeah, I prefer reffing over Zoom to playing over Zoom. It's I get to interact with the way I always have viewed ComedySportz is that it's not just a red team versus a blue team. There's that third team of the ref, sound, and audience, or our fans. And the referee is the one who gets to interact and play with all three teams. And so, especially on Zoom, constant interaction right away. So
cool.
And on Zoom, you get to chat with Marianne more. That's always a treat.
And you get to ref in other cities like in Manchester.
Yeah,
that was super fun.
I think there was a question earlier about how many CSC clubs there are, and that is a moving target, but it's about 25. I will say, unfortunately, that we've lost a couple of clubs during the pandemic due to this was not an easy thing to get through. Running a tiny business that's theater based. I mean, who does that, right? But hopefully we'll be able to persevere, and hopefully people will come back and see us live. I mean, that's for us. That's quite an unknown right now. Will people do it? Yeah. So in the same numbers that we had before. We also do a lot of corporate work, and right now we're still doing a bunch of that online, but corporate people who buy from us seem to be holding their breath right now and not calling very much. Actually, we did have a couple of contracts signed this week for next few weeks, but there was a point where we had no outside business booked in fourth quarter.
We can do holiday parties in person or online. Just saying.
We can and we will. Yes. And we do have some inquiries for December, but we still haven't booked anything yet. So
I would literally just show up at somebody's house if they promise to laugh.
Exactly. Right?
Actually, there was a one of our founding members, the late great John Diefenderfer, his ref spiel would say, our prices range from $1 to $1 billion, and for $1 we'll phone you in the middle of the night with a pun, but we won't tell you the whole thing, and for $1 billion we'll follow you around for the rest of your life. Anyway, yeah. So, there is a thing about require vaccinations and I'll fly over, but otherwise I'll miss you. Well, guess what?
Patrick, that was actually going to be a question for me. What are you doing at ComedySportz Portland to make sure that people are as safe as they can be during live shows? Live matches.
First thing, we're telling everybody who has any symptoms to stay home because there are other players. We're only having fully vaccinated players play and teach. For the foreseeable future, because of a mask mandate here in Oregon, audiences must remain masked, and our players and ref will be masked when they are not active in a game. Like if they are sitting on the bench, they will be masked, but on the field or active in a game, they can be unmasked. We are running 3 air purifiers with HEPA filters, and we have not an install date yet, but we have made a down payment on UV light to kill the bad germs and even the molds in our HVAC system. Although the last time our air was tested in our theater, we had less mold than outside did. They did outside as a control, and we had less mold inside. So that's because it's outside in Portland, Oregon. But these are the things we're doing. And audience members will fill out a waiver attesting that they are well and that they are carrying vaccination proof with them. And we have a QR code that you can scan, and it's all... Ooh. Any other things that we're doing? I'm forgetting.
No, I was going to bring up the audience needs to be vaccinated too, but you covered that before I could get to it. So there we go.
Yeah, for now, that is the case. Yes. So
I have another elephant fun fact.
And that was my next question. Jamie, do you have an elephant fun fact for us?
Elephants cannot sew. Oh, and Erin has an elephant on her forearm. Wow.
What? Did you get that done during the match?
Yes, she did.
Not only is she good with Google, but you should see her with a tattoo gun.
Listen, I am nothing if I don't commit. Okay, you mention an elephant. I am gonna make sure that I live this scene to my core.
Am I the only one who would watch a sitcom where Aaron and Rachel played sisters?
I would absolutely watch that, like nonstop. I would binge that so much.
The name for that British show would be what, Matt?
The name for that British show is called Blimey Slimy Time.
There's so much gack.
It's set in early 1990s Universal Studios, Florida, Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Julie, I give
cameo by Mike O'Malley, and he's wearing his Global Guts uniform.
I just want to say the American version just isn't as good.
That's right. Boom. Mm-hmm. I was waiting for Julie to take a shot. I really do appreciate that. Marianne, what else do we have?
That was the end of the questions.
Okay, cool. Fans, we are so grateful for the support we've had for the last 19 months. We went online on March 14th, Zooming from our arena and thinking, oh, we'll do this for a couple weeks. This is weird. We didn't do a whole show. We showed some warm-ups. We sang some songs. We played a couple of games. People said it was great, but the sound was terrible. So we fixed the sound for the next week and did a Mystery Science tribute show, and everybody said, the sound is great. But at the end of that night, we looked at each other and said, we can't be together. And so I believe it was, would have been March 28th of last year, we did our first Zoom thing, and we didn't have any idea what we were doing. But I am so proud of the team. I'm so proud of the CSE community here and in Manchester, England, for everybody learning together, sharing what they learned, and really doing this together. The fact that we were able to have so many matches with other cities was so incredible and a real benefit. We even did 2 virtual championships, which is just absolutely amazing that those were pulled off. And real thanks to Marianne and Jay, who served on the committee in both years, for making that happen. So thank you. That was amazing. So,
and the fact that Portland won the second one was by audience vote, not our influence.
Yes.
We didn't do that.
We didn't.
Yes, we did.
We didn't determine it.
But we are now 3-time world champions, and we'll take it. So there is no asterisk next to 2021 in my book. Cool. So,
Erin has like 4 under her belt.
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you behind all my world championship matches.
Okay, unicorn goddess.
What was that? So hard. I can't.
Something I saw pop up in chat was, are we still going to be doing stuff like Satan Game, Match Prov, Grown Ups, things like that? Shows that actually work really well over Zoom. We've found that some shows actually work better over Zoom than in real life.
well, I would like to see Match Prov continue. For if there's no other reason than Alan McNeely can continue hosting from North Carolina. It's a little harder than to have him fly here. And there are there are shows that work well. So we're keeping the Zoom account. We're doing corporate stuff. The corporate training portion of what we do, a portion of that is going to be on Zoom for the foreseeable future. I think forever, because there are remote teams. And I'll tell you one thing. Personally, I had taught in 5 countries prior to this. I've now taught in 20 via Zoom. But in a year and a half, I taught in 15 more countries. And it's amazing. Yeah, absolutely stunning to be able to do workshops with companies' workers in India and Malaysia and Singapore and South America, Africa. We did a wedding show in Nigeria over Zoom. It's amazing. So.
Patrick, I'm just going to go ahead and make this about me for a second.
Please.
Is there any way that I could just like be on your match game? I would just like to play a character. Thank you.
Jamie Montgomery, take note.
has taken note. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I would
Jamie
just like to play, I guess, whatever. I mean,
Jamie is the producer of that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a thing of Dick and Jane are thanking us, and Dick and Jane and Steve Power have, between them, maybe missed 4 shows during the whole pandemic, and I cannot tell you how grateful we are for the continued steady support. You all are amazing.
Having regulars has been so cool.
And there are other regulars here, and I'm not looking past you, but most of you have not seen us 70 times. So I'm just
that's
saying,
when they were on vacation.
There are some other really great ones, and in tonight's show. And having to play for people's moms, oh my gosh, it's the best. It is the best. So we'll let it go for now, I think. John, you have something.
Just very quickly, I just want to say, as a player, as somebody watching, I know it's great to see us weekly, but as a player, it's equally as comforting to go through this pandemic and have this avenue to be able to separate ourselves from everything going on and play with awesome people. It is as much, it is equally as important to us as it is to you. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. I mean, without people watching us, we would not have been able to keep this thing together, and we would not have made it through.
That was beautiful. I just wanted to say that. That was like a sentiment that I know is not just Portland specific. It is performer specific. It is what we give to you, you give to us at least tenfold. So to even have a tiny window back into that, to feed that need that we have as well. Thank you for keeping us as happy to bring the laughter as you all make us.
Well said, Boo Boo.
Word, Boo Boo.
If it's all about Boo Boo, I think we need to close with this song. So we're gonna do it.
Surf all the way to Chicago.
No, we're doing this one. So we're gonna dance for a minute, but thank you very much, fans. We'll dance for a minute, but then we're gonna go off to our note session. We heart you so much. Thank you for keeping us going.
You know, I think the thing that I learned most during this Zoom thing is from Amy Gray, that having a background of a ball pit is perfect because sometimes you just go into it.
It's written in cold letters. Give it to the beautiful southern maidens. My skin makes me proud. My skin makes me proud. My skin is attached to me.
It's true.
There is nothing like a banana. My skin makes me proud. My skin makes me proud. My skin is attached to me.
Chorus.
Call you boo because you're birthday.